Okay, this is going to be just a raw overview for April 21st, 2014, 2 weeks removed from WrestleMania, and just going to really get back into the grooves of just your regular Monday Night Raws. Nothing to really look forward to unless obviously it's advertised. Like next week you have Hugh Jackman, which is always cool. I think he played a great role last time when he was with Zack Ryder, feuding with Dolph Ziggler. He did the whole punch on the apron thing. It was great, and I'm a big fan of X-Men, so I'm looking forward to that. And this whole Raw was kind of based on John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, where the fans got to choose which match Cena could be in. You could either have Cena versus Luke Harper, or a 2-on-1 against Cena and versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, or a 3-on-1 with the entire Wyatt family. So obviously, I guess you put it on the internet, you're gonna get a lot of the the internet fans voting for Cena to get his ass kicked, and that's exactly what happened. Where the fans all voted, I think it was like 53% voted for a 3-on-1, and Cena's face, just great, just so disappointed that how could his C Nation just let him down like that, and Bray Wyatt came out, and he was even saying in the promo earlier that he did that, the fans are going to show their true colors. How can you believe in them? How can you trust them? They're going to turn their backs on you, and lo and behold, 53%. So, but it's not like the match is anything special. You had Cena just getting beat down for the whole match, and he did his comeback, and he almost won, but a disqualification. But the whole match itself, I don't know why it's really happening, because you had Cena beat Bray Wyatt clean at WrestleMania. So why is there a need to have a steel cage match? And people say it's Vince McMahon who changed his mind so much about the just the decisions that would happen at WrestleMania that he didn't want Taker and Cena losing on the same night, so he had Cena beat Bray and then Taker lose the streak match. But that obviously screwed up plans for the future, where you would have Cena versus Bray in a cage, which would only make sense if you had a Wyatt family kind of run in and have Cena lose at WrestleMania. And otherwise, just notable things from Raw was the Intercontinental title first round, or I guess it was the second round, where you had Sheamus versus Wade Barrett. These two always put on great matches, and for me, this is a match that could have been and should have been part of WrestleMania in some capacity for many reasons. These two always put on a great match, and you have that international flavor, if you want to call it that, where Ireland versus England. You've got a whole bunch of Europeans who come in every year, and I think they'd really enjoy that, and I think the crowd would really be really into that match. As you see from Raw, everyone loves Baird and they hate Sheamus, so there you go. And other than that, you had the Shield versus Evolution. Seth Rollins really cutting a fairly decent promo, and they didn't touch it all. You're kind of waiting for that ticking time bomb to really happen, and that is really all that's notable. You didn't have too much good stuff. You had Cesaro versus RVD, which was okay. It could have been a lot better. I really expected it to be a lot better. And you had Swagger kind of screw over Cesaro, and now they're having a match on SmackDown. Not sure why they're doing that, because that really seems like a match for Extreme Rules. And another thing is that they're both kind of playing heels, and I don't know, am I supposed to cheer for Cesaro? Am I supposed to cheer for Swagger? Or am I supposed to boo both of them? Because Heyman's really on the microphone talking about how his client Brock Lesnar broke the streak, and when you bring that up, people are gonna boo. But then Swagger comes out and he's just boo all around. So it's weird how they're doing the booking with that. But otherwise, really just your average Raw. Nothing really too great to talk about. They're building up matches for Extreme Rules. I heard there's a 2-on-1 with Truth and Xavier Woods versus Alexander Rusev. You have the Daniel Bryan versus Kane for the WWE World Title. You have Evolution versus Shield. You have looks like a women's match with Tamina versus Paige, and looks like the tag title match is going to be Ryback versus the Usos. And you had Goldust and Cody Rhodes also. Their breakups kind of happening now. I remember a lot of people were talking about that match possibly happening at WrestleMania, and I was one of those people hoping that it would, but they dragged that out a little bit. Both of them were in the Andre the Giant trophy thing, so I don't know, whatever. But that's all. It's a review for Raw. I'll see you guys in the next video.